Hello everyone. In this segment, we'll be discussing the misconceptions about recreation. Recreation is a natural expression of human interests and seeks satisfaction during leisure. It is a basic human need primarily related to the growth and development of an individual, a part of living related to other life activities, part of living in which certain human needs find satisfaction. It is characterized by freedom of choice, that is, the lack of compulsion, occurring in free time, that is, leisure, and in which the satisfaction is in the doing, which means that awards are unnecessary. Recreation seeks for the freedom of choice based on self-discipline. It connotes freedom, encourages self-expression, initiative, and self-leadership. An individual's choice of recreation is conditioned by numerous factors, in combination or by themselves. These includes stages of growth, early home environment, talent ability, friends, parents, brothers and sisters, experimentation, the availability of opportunity and popularity of certain recreation. Because the pattern of playing with all the differences is a personal one for each individual, and recreation can mean different things to different people. To some, it is an escape from boredom, to some a diversion from daily toil, to some it is relaxation, to some it is an exercise, and to others it is a recreative experience, all of which make their contribution to enjoyable living. This very diverse nature and characteristic of recreation sometimes leads to formation of certain views or opinions that are incorrect based on faulty thinking or a flawed misunderstanding. The word recreation is synonymous with one of the most popular words in the English language, that is fun. Wherever there is fun, there are bound to be happy people living life to the fullest. Recreation, being a universal pursuit, spans all classes and cultures, just as vocations and careers are vital to the productivity and prosperity of a society. Recreation enriches the heart, the minds and souls of families and individuals. Whether it's a relaxing reprieve from the workday grind or the avid exploration of new experiences, recreation is an integral to human existence as food, shelter and family. We are all aware of what recreation is. However, there are certain ideas that may be flawed and hence be a misconception. The misconceptions of recreation are discussed under the following heads. First, recreation can only be done as an organized event and have a physical component. Recreation activities can be enjoyed alone, with a group of friends, or amidst massive crowds of spectators or participants. Those interested in recreation activities may enjoy watching a sport, reading a book, browsing the internet, playing video games, and many other entertaining and enlightening pursuits. Likewise, there are plenty of group activities that can keep a large number of people entertained for hours. Taking a rafting trip with a team of people or vacationing with good friends are some of the group activities that many people around the world get engaged in and enjoy. However, it is not necessary to have a recreational leader or a company to organize them. They can be spontaneous and maybe not require any professional help in doing so as well. Second is, recreation is an expensive affair. Even though in the modern time recreation often gives rise to commercial industries, recreational activities and hobby do not necessarily have to be costly, nor do they have to be particularly bold or outgoing. Whether you want to spend huge amounts of money on an ollie skiing trip or enjoy bingo night for free at a local church, the only requirement of recreation is that those involved in it are in it for the pure sake of enjoyment. Third misconception is recreation is limited to fun and games. Recreational activities extend beyond fun and games. Some individuals choose more creative ventures as their recreational outlet. Art and craft, musical instruments, amateur filmmaking, and other creative activities easily fall into the category of recreation. The fourth misconception of recreation is that it is distracting and reduces productivity. The notion that relaxing and enjoying oneself is purely indulgent and unproductive is one of the misconceptions of recreation, which certainly needs to be reconciled and avoided. Relieving stress and stepping outside the routine of daily life is essential to remaining healthy, happy, and productive individuals. In fact, those who spend significant amount of time pursuing hobbies and recreation often perform better at their jobs or in their capacities as homemakers and parents. Simply taking the time to find out what kind of activities or things you enjoy doing and setting aside time to do them will help an individual unwind and savor life's little things. Whether you decide to hit the gym in order to work off pent-up tension and frustration, whether you decide to watch a favorite television show regularly, recreational activities can obliquely benefit the other facets of your life by allowing you to return to them refreshed and relaxed with a renewed outlook and vigor. Next misconception would be recreation disrupts the educational process. As mentioned earlier, there is a misconception that recreation leads to the disruption at work and decreases productivity, which otherwise works the exact opposite, and instead it assists an individual. Similarly, some parents feel that engagement in recreational activities means less time for the child to focus on studies. However, it is clear from earlier discussion that the goal of recreation and education is the same, which is the development of one's personality to the optimum, so that one may participate effectively in the privileges and responsibilities of the community, state, and the nation. Next misconception is recreation and play are the same. It may not even be considered as a misconception as such, as play is usually the term for children's recreational activities in which a child playfully imitates activities that reflects the realities of adult life. However, keeping recreation and play in the same platform would mean that recreation is also age specific, which is not the case when it comes to recreation, as it is for all irrespective of the age, color, caste or other socio-economic factors and even illnesses. The only similarity between the two, that is recreation and play, is that they are outlets of or expression of excess energy, channeling it into socially acceptable activities that fulfill individual as well as societal needs, without need for compulsion and providing satisfaction and pleasure for the participant. Another important factor that distinguishes recreation from play is that recreation is a leisure time activity, where an individual is free from other commitments like activities of daily living, work, sleep, social duties, etc., which is one of the most important prerequisites of recreation. Next misconception is recreation don't affect health. Recreation comprises of a wide range of activities, some of which may be games and sports, social activities, musical activities, arts and craft activities, drama activities, dance activities, nature and outdoor activities, literacy and language activities, collection activities, social service activities, and a lot more. As the definition of health suggests, health of an individual comprises of the physical, mental, social and emotional components, and if we take a look at the list of the activities mentioned above, it can be established beyond doubt that each and every activity is directly or indirectly related to one or more component of health. Where activities involved in games and sports and dance have a direct relation to the aspect of physical development, it also leads to the social, intellectual or mental and emotional development of an individual, while art and craft, literacy and language activities or activities of similar nature may lead to the intellectual as well as social development of an individual. Hence, recreation is not just an activity to use leisure time, but to use it in a constructive manner, fulfilling the individual's need for satisfaction. Next misconception of recreation is that recreation does not have economic significance. Though recreation can be indulged in even without any expenditure of physical capital, however, there has been a change in the mindset of people who want to utilize their leisure time properly, do not mind spending some cash if it is required to get them the desired recreational activity. Hence, recreation has now become a social force in most of the countries. Opportunity in a community for wholesome and rewarding recreation are therefore as essential as opportunities for health, education and religion. The universal urge for recreation, relaxation and release from the daily routine has been capitalized by many commercial agencies. The rapid and unprecedented rise in the national income resulting in a higher standard of living has materially affected the recreation scenario. Even an average income group family makes it possible to spend large amount of money of their income for amusement, travel, hobbies and sports. As any busy professional knows, having fun isn't always as easy as it sounds. A lot of planning needs to go into the organization of any recreational activity at any level. When it comes to arranging activities for different age groups and communities, a lot of factors need to be considered as mentioned under the head characteristics of recreation as well. Planning vacations, outings and other recreational activities can oftentimes feel more like work rather than entertainment. However, all these are minor problems and these days there are agencies that provide recreational packages. Thank you.